Elephant, a thick-set, usually extremely large, nearly hairless, herbivorous mammal that has a snout elongated into a muscular trunk and two incisors in the upper jaw, developed especially in the male into long ivory tusks. Elephant.
Elephant. E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T. Elephant.
That is correct. Recipe.
Recipe. R-E-C-I-P-E. Recipe.
That is correct. Surprise.
Surprise. S-U-R-P-R-I-S-E. Surprise.
That is correct. Bombarded.
Bombarded. B-O-M-B-A-R-D-E-D. Bombarded.
That is correct. Incredible.
Incredible. I-N-C-R-E-D-I-B-L-E. Incredible.
That is correct. Countess.
Countess. C-O-U-N-T-E-S-S. Countess.
That is correct. Peppercorn.
Peppercorn. P-E-P-P-E-R-C-O-R-N. Peppercorn.
That is correct. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. To lift higher, raise.
Raise. R-A-I-S-E. Raise.
That is correct. Zooming.
Zooming. Z-O-O-M-I-N-G. Zooming.
That is correct. Turnout.
Hold up. Can you repeat that?
Turnout.
Wait, hold up. Hold up. T-U-R-N-O-U-T.
That is correct. Street lights.
Street lights. S-T-R-E-E-T-L-I-G-H-T-S. Street lights.
That is correct. Courtyard.
Can you repeat that, please?
Courtyard.
Courtyard. C-O-U-R-T-Y-A-R-D. Courtyard.
That is correct. Asleep.
Asleep. A-S-L-E-E-P. Asleep.
That is correct. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. D-I-N-O-S-A-U-R. Dinosaur.
That is correct. Vacuum.
Vacuum. V-A-C-U-U-M. Vacuum.
That is correct.
Monsoon.
Monsoon. Monsoon. Monsoon.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. The pulpy green or purple, somewhat pear-shaped edible fruit of various tropical American trees, called also alligator pear, avocado.
Avocado. AVOCADO. Avocado.
That is correct.
This word can be pronounced two ways, February or February. Your word is February.
February. FEBRUARY. February.
That is correct.
Especially.
Can you use that in a sentence?
Everything at the restaurant was too spicy, especially the pad thai. Especially.
ESPECIALY.
That is correct.
Scorcher.
Scorcher. SCORCHER. Scorcher.
That is correct, and that is the end of round one.
Fragments.
Fragments. FRAGMENTS. Fragments.
That is correct.
Unleash.
Unleash. UNLEASH. Unleash.
That is correct.
Cosmetics.
Cosmetics. COSMETICS. Cosmetics.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Something that induces feelings of discouragement, frustration.
Frustration. FRUSTRATION. Frustration.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Something regarded as a cherished emblem or symbol, as of a group or institution. Mascot.
Mascot. Can you please use that in a sentence?
Sure. The mascot of Sam's Elementary School is an otter. Mascot.
Mascot. MASCOT. Mascot.
That is correct.
Mustache.
Mustache. MUSTACHE. Mustache.
That is correct.
Perfume.
Perfume. Perfume. Perfume.
That is correct.
Tuxedo.
Tuxedo. Tuxedo. Tuxedo.
That is correct.
Lurches.
Lurches. Lurches. Lurches.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. The act or art of foretelling the course of a disease. Prognosis.
Prognosis. Prognosis. Prognosis.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling, prognosis. Prognosis. Okay, all right. Go ahead. You can go, you're correct. You can sit right by, yeah, go to your seat, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A small ornament as a flat disc, star, or other shape, usually of shiny metal or plastic pierced with a hole for sewing it onto cloth and decorative designs. Sequins.
Sequins. Sequins. Sequins.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Outstanding or remarkable, especially in some acceptable or pleasing quality. Fabulous.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Fabulous.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. In a manner that is easy and flowing, pleasantly graceful, fluently.
Fluently. Fluently. Fluently.
That is correct.
Brandished.
Brandished. Brandished. Brandished.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Extreme pain, either of body or mind, excruciating distress, anguish.
Anguish. Anguish. Anguish.
That is correct.
Rickety.
Hold up, can you repeat that?
Rickety.
Rickety.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling, Rickety. Rickety. Pediatric.
Can you please say that in a sentence?
Yes. Anna decided to focus her nursing career on pediatric care. Pediatric.
P-E-D. Can you please say the definition?
Sure. of or relating to the care and medical treatment of children, pediatric.
P-E-D. I-A-T-R-I-C.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A government by the people, rule of majority, democracy.
Democracy. D-E-M-O-C-R-A-C-Y. Democracy.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Of a variable color, averaging light grayish, yellowish, brown. Beige.
Beige. B-E-I-G-E. Beige.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A deliberate or involuntary distortion of the face expressive of some feeling, as contempt or disappointment. Grimace.
Grimace. G-R-I-M-A-C-E. Grimace.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Marked by extraordinarily great size, amount, number, degree, scope, intensity, or significance. Enormous.
Enormous. E-N-O-R-M-O-U-S. Enormous.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Of, relating to, or associated with sailors, navigation, or ships. Nautical.
Nautical. N-A-U-T-I-C-L-E. Nautical.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of nautical, N-A-U-T-I-C-A-L. Ebony.
Ebony. E-B-O-N. E-Y.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of ebony is E-B-O-N-Y. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Inferior, trashy, worthless, paltry.
P-A-L-T-R-Y. Poultry.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Mixed up through accident or ignorance. Disarranged, jumbled. Garbled is your word. Garbled.
Garbled.
G-A-R-B-L-E-D.
That is correct.
Imitation.
Imitation. I-M-I-T-A-T-I-O-N. Imitation.
That is correct, and it is the end of round 2.
Where you start, isn't it? It's spellers. let's see if we can fill in the empty spaces. So when you go back, if there's an empty seat right in front of you, take that seat. Don't go back to the same seat you were in, okay? Does everybody understand? So in row 2, you're going to be up in row 1. Some of you will be. Row 3, you'll be up in row 2. Some of you, okay? Spellers, the judges really need you to talk loud into the microphone. They are going to ask you to spell again if they can't hear you. Please lean into the microphone, talk as loud as you can, all right? Okay, I'm on 103? 103? Okay. Receptionist.
Receptionist. RECEPTIONIST. Receptionist.
That is correct.
Just wait 1 sec. Oh, you're on. Plausible.
Plausible. Plauseble. Plausible.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of plausible, Plausible. Commotion.
Commotion. COMMOTION. Commotion.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of commotion, COMMOTION. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Persons that come to a country for the purpose of permanent resident. Immigrants.
Immigrants. IMMIGRANTS. Immigrants.
That is correct.
Spectators.
Spectators. SPECTORS. Spectators.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of spectators, SPECTATORS. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Arousing or tending to arouse the imagination or apprehension of something wrong or hurtful without proof of or on slight evidence. Suspicious.
Suspicious. SUSPICIOUS. Suspicious.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Appearing as if ready to collapse. Dilapidated. Rickety. Ramshackle.
Ramshackle. RAMSHACKLED.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of ramshackle, R-A-M-S-H-A-C-K-L-E. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A wading bird that has a long neck and legs, a long tapering bill with a sharp point and sharp cutting edges, large wings and soft plumage. Heron.
Heron. H-E-R-O-N. Heron.
That is correct.
Nomad.
Nomad. N-O-M-A-D. Nomad.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A pin of wood or metal for fastening meat to keep in from while roasting or to hold small pieces of meat and vegetables for broiling. Skewer.
Skewer. S-K-E-W-E-R. Skewer.
That is correct.
Lunacy.
Lunacy. L-U-N-A-C-Y. Lunacy.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A large, coarse fern. Bracken.
Bracken. B-R-A-C-K-E-N. Bracken.
That is correct.
Neon.
Neon. N-E-O-N. Neon.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A trance-like state that resembles sleep but is induced by a person whose suggestions are readily accepted by the subject. Hypnosis.
Hypnosis. Hypnosis. Hypnosis.
That is correct.
Gusto.
Can you use that in a sentence?
Lottie approached painting with the gusto of one unrestrained by rules or schools of thought. Gusto.
Gusto. G-U-S-T-O. Gusto.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Picked up or scraped together. Information, facts, or other material in piecemeal fashion. Acquired bit by bit from some source. Gleaned.
Can you please say that word again?
Pardon me? I didn't hear you.
Can you please say that again?
Okay, you're going to have to talk real loud.
Can you please say that again?
Gleaned.
G-L-E-A-M-E-D. Gleamed.
That is correct.
Winsome.
Can you please repeat that?
Winsome.
Winsome. W-I-N-S-O-M-E. Winsome.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Abundant, plentiful, profuse. Galore.
Galore. G-A-L-O-R-E. Galore.
That is correct.
Atrium.
Could you please repeat that?
Atrium.
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Douglas bought a new armchair and 2 large ferns to decorate his atrium. I'll use it in the definition. Atrium, a square hall from which other rooms open and which is used as a sitting room in a modern house. Atrium. Do you have any idea? Okay, go ahead, try. You can do it.
I don't know the word.
Oh, you don't know it? Okay, that's okay to say that. Okay, the correct spelling is Atriun. Okay, thank you. This word has a homonym or could be used confused with another word. A person of learning, especially one with detailed knowledge in some specialized field, as of science or literature, scholar. Savant.
Savant. S-A-V-A-N-T. Savant.
That is correct.
Hippies.
Hippies. Hippies. Hippies.
That is correct.
Campaign.
Campaign. C-A-M-P-A-I-G-N. Campaign.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A building used for public worship by Muslims. Mosque.
Mosque. M-O-S-Q-U-E. Mosque.
That is correct, and it is the end of round 3. (126) Yeah, okay. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. One given to black magic, sorcerer, wizard, warlock.
Warlock. W-A-R-L-O-C-K. Warlock.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. In a manner producing or accompanied by an unnatural, violent, and involuntary contraction or series of
contractions of the muscles. Convulsively.
Convulsively. CONVULSIVELY. Convulsively.
That is incorrect. Isn't it EY? Did you say EY? He did. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I heard.
That you were correct. Yeah.
You are correct.
Garishly.
D. Garishly. D.
We can't hear him.
Yeah, they can't hear you.
Okay.
And you've got to start with the same letters you started with before.
Garishly. D. A.
The word is garishly.
Garishly. G. A. R. E. ESHLY. Garishly.
That is incorrect.
Garishly is spelled Garishly. We are on. Everest.
Everest. EVEREST. Everest.
That is correct.
Cavorting.
Cavorting. CAVORTING. Cavorting.
That is correct.
Thank you.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. The sense of right or wrong within the individual. Conscience.
Conscience. CON. SCIENCE. Conscience.
That's incorrect.
The correct spelling of conscious, CONSCIENCE. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Showing or expressing courteous or ingratiating regard for another's wishes. Deferential.
Deferential. DEFERINSTIAL. Deferential.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of deferential, DEFERENTIAL. Khaki.
Khaki. CACKY. Khaki.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of khaki, KHAKI. Asphalt.
Asphalt. ASPHALT. Asphalt.
That is correct.
Talcum.
Talcum. TALCUM. Talcum.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Of, relating to, or featuring horseback riding. Equestrian.
Equestrian. EQUASTRIAN. Equestrian.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of equestrian, EQUESTRIAN. Monsieur.
Can you please say that word again?
Monsieur.
Can you say that in a sentence, please?
Monsieur Robert frequented the same bakery every day on his walk to work to have his favorite chocolate croissant. Monsieur.
Monsieur. MONSUI.
Bluetooth disconnected.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of Monsieur, MONSIEUR. Prestigious.
Prestigious. PRESTIGOUS. Prestigious.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling, PRESTIGIOUS. Guttural.
Guttural. GUTTURAL. Guttural.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. One who carries messages, news, or information either with the urgent haste or in accordance with a regular schedule. Courier.
Courier. COURIER. Courier.
That is correct.
Psyche.
Psyche. SYCIE. Psyche.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling, PSYCHE. Psyche. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. FRANKENSTEIN. Frankenstein.
That is correct.
This word is a compound word and has a homonym or could be confused with another word. You are responsible for spelling all parts of this word. The word is etc. Let me give you the definition. And others, especially of the same kind, and so on and so forth, etc.
Etc. ETCAETERA. Etc.
That is correct. That is the end of round 4.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Of or relating to any of various small marine toothed whales that have the snout more or less elongated into a beak and the neck vertebrae partially fused. Delphine.
Delphine. DELPHINE. Delphine.
That is correct.
Archipelago.
Archipelago. ARCHIPELAGO. Archipelago. Archipelago.
That is correct.
Puissance.
Puissance. Puissance. Puissance.
That is correct.
Xinyan.
Can you repeat the word?
Xinyan.
Can I ask for the origin?
It is a Latin word, originally from French, which formed into a Latin word.
Can you please repeat the word?
Xinyan.
Xinyan. Shinyan. Xinyan.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling, Chignon. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A heavy, chiefly square-rigged sailing ship of the 15th to early 18th centuries, used for war or commerce, especially by the Spanish as treasure ships in their American trade. Galleon.
Galleon. Galleon. Galleon.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A variable color averaging a brilliant yellow-green. Chartreuse.
Chartreuse. Chartreuse. Chartreuse.
That's correct.
Nehru.
Nehru. Nehru. Nehru.
That is correct.
Swaggering.
Swaggering. Swaggering. Swaggering.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Attracted and held engrossly as the intention. Riveted.
Can you repeat that?
This word has a homonym. It's riveted, attracted to and held engrossingly as the attention. Riveted.
Can you give me a synonym?
The magician riveted the kindergartners with his special hat trick.
Riveted. Rividid. Riveted.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of riveted, Rivetted. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A song or hymn expressing grief or a solemn sense of loss, especially to accompany funeral or memorial rites. Dirge.
Dirge. Dirge. Dirge.
That is correct. And that is the end of round 5.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Cut or shaped as a piece of wood by paring or cutting off chips from the surface of with a knife. Whittled.
Whittle. Hittlet.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling of whittled, Whittled. Fiberglass.
Fiberglass. Fiberglass. Fiberglass.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Narrow openings, chasms, or cracks of some length and considerable depth, usually occurring from some breaking, rending, or parting. Fissures.
Fissures. Fissures. Fissures.
That is correct.
Discipline.
Discipline. Discipline. Discipline.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling, Discipline. Scurrying.
Scurrying. Scurrying. Scurrying.
That is correct.
Pizzeria.
Could I have the definition?
An establishment where usually large open pies, typically of thinly rolled dough spread with a spice mixture, as of tomatoes, cheese, ground meat, garlic, oil, are made, baked, and sold. Pizzeria.
Pizzeria. Pizzeria. Pizzeria.
That is correct.
Skittish.
Skittish. Skittish. Skittish.
That is correct.
Nomination.
Nomination. Nomination. Nomination.
That is correct. And that is the end of round 6.
Take just a break a second. Yeah, just give me. So the rules are, in order to win the spelling bee, you have to win the round. So if we have a tie, we may ask kids to go sit over there, and then they may come back. We'll just have to watch. But if we have a tie, we give everybody a chance to come back. But you have to win the whole round. Go ahead. Dictatorship.
Dictatorship. Dictatorship. Dictatorship.
That is correct.
Sporadic.
Sporadic. Sporatic. Sporadic.
That is incorrect.
correct spelling Sporadic. Repugnant.
Repugnant. Repugnant. Repugnant.
It's correct.
Renowned.
Renowned. RENOWNED. Renowned.
That is correct.
Laborious.
Laborious. LABORIOUS. Laborious.
That is correct.
Foreseeable.
Foreseeable. FORSEEABLE. Foreseeable.
That is correct in the end of round 7. No, I'm sorry. I thought. Oh, I'm sorry. That is incorrect.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Scalpel, a small straight knife with a thin, keen blade used especially for dissecting. Scalpel.
Scalpel. SCALPEL. Scalpel.
That is correct.
Compassionate.
Compassionate. COMPASSIONATE. Compassionate.
That is correct.
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa. ALFALFA. Alfalfa.
That is correct.
Crematorium.
Can you please repeat that?
Crematorium.
Crematorium. CREMATORIUM. Crematorium.
That is correct in the end of round 8.
Amicable.
Amicable. AMICABLE. Amicable.
That is correct.
Beautician.
Beautician. BE. BEAU. TITION. Beautician.
That is incorrect.
The correct spelling, BEAUTICIAN. Beautician. Assignment.
Assignment. Could you repeat that?
Assignment.
Assignment. ASSIGNMENT. Assignment.
That is correct.
Whinnying.
Can you repeat that, please?
Whinnying.
Whinnying. WHINNYING. Whinnying.
That is correct, and it's the end of round 9. That was 10.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. I'm sorry. Histories or narratives composed from or stressing personal experience and acquaintance with the events, scenes, or persons described. Memoirs.
Memoirs. MEMOIRS. Memoirs.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Indicative of future misfortune or calamity, causing anxiety and fear. Ominous.
Could you repeat that?
The word or the, okay, ominous, indicative of future misfortune or calamity, causing anxiety and fear. Ominous.
Ominous. OMINOUS. Ominous.
That is correct.
Syndrome.
Can you repeat that?
Syndrome.
Syndrome. SYNDROME. Syndrome.
That is correct. That is the end of round 11.
Safari.
Safari. SAFARI. Safari.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. In a manner considerable in amount, value, or worth. Substantially.
Could you repeat that?
This word has a homonym. It means in a manner considerable in amount, value, or worth. Substantially.
Substantially. SUBSTANTIALLY. Substantially.
That is correct.
Formidable.
Formidable. FORMIDABLE. Formidable.
That is correct in the end of round 12.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Having or associated with the name recognition and drawing power of one whose name appears on a permanent canopy at a theater entrance that is brightly lit. Big name star. Marquee.
Marquee. MARQUEE. Marquee.
That is correct.
Compunction.
Compunction. COMPUNCTION. Compunction.
That is correct.
Hyperventilated.
Hyperventilated. Hyperventilated. Hyperventilated.
That is correct, and the end of round 13.
Onslaught.
Onslaught. ONSLAUGHT. Onslaught.
That is correct.
Misanthrope.
Misanthrope. MISANTHROPE. Misanthrope.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. In a manner lacking even the rudiments of courage, contemptibly, faint-heartedly, cravenly.
Cravenly. Cravenly. Cravenly.
That is correct, in the end of round 14.
Hypocritical.
Hypocritical. HYPOCRITICAL. Hypocritical.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Of, relating to, or resulting from an injury or wound to the human body caused by the application of external force or violence. Traumatic.
Traumatic. TRAUMATIC. Traumatic.
That is correct.
Solemnly.
Solemnly. SOLEMNLY. Solemnly.
That is correct, in the end of round 15.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Marked by an often perverse and wearisome tendency to quarrels and dispute. Contentious.
Contentious. CONTENTIOUS. Contentious.
That is correct.
Ensemble.
Ensemble. ENSEMBLE. Ensemble.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A strong alkaline liquor that contains chiefly potassium carbonate, obtained by leaching wood ashes with water, and that has been used especially in soap making and washing. Lye.
Lie. LYE. Lie.
That is correct, in the end of round 16.
This word has a homonym or could be confused by another word. A game that is played on a turf field by two teams of 10 players, each of whom uses a long-handled stick with which the ball is caught, carried, and thrown, with the object being to throw the ball into the opponent's goal. Lacrosse.
Lacrosse. Lacrosse. Lacrosse.
That is correct.
Cajolery.
Cajolery. Cajolery. Cajolery.
That is correct.
Residuals.
Can you repeat that, please?
Residuals.
Residuals.
Mhm.
Residuals. Residuals.
That is correct in the end of round 17.
Peroxide.
Peroxide. Peroxide. Peroxide.
That is correct.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Apocalypse. Apocalypse.
That is correct.
Barricade.
Can you repeat the word?
Barricade.
Barricade. Barricade. Barricade.
That is correct in the end of round 18.
Do you need to sit down for a little bit? Number 22, do you need to rest a little? They get to sit. Do you need to sit in between? You can. Okay. Anonymously.
Anonymously. Anonymously. Anonymously.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A clip or pin shaped like a bar and used to hold hair in place. Barrette.
Barrette. Barrette. Barrette.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A pleasure trip or tour made by an official at public expense, ostensibly for purposes of inspection, investigation, or other public business. Junket.
Can you repeat the word?
Junket.
Junket. G-J.
She can't change it once she did that. So, okay, so
Oh.
why don't you just sit right? You can stay up front, but sit up there. The correct spelling of junket is Junket. Junket. As soon as she changed to a G, she was going to have to use that again, right? Okay, so
That was the end of round 19.
this word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A city and port on a lake in east central North America on the boundary between the U.S. and Canada, one of the Great Lakes. Erie.
Erie. E-R-I-E. Erie.
That is correct.
Silhouette.
Silhouette. S-I-L-T-T-E, silhouette.
That is correct. And that was the end of round 20.
Thesaurus.
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 Thesaurus. T-H-E-S-A-U-R-U-S. Thesaurus.
That is correct.
Chandelier.
Chandelier. C-H-A-N-D E-L-I-E-R. Chandelier.
That is correct, and the end of round 21.
Concierge.
Concierge. C-O-N-C-I-E-R-G-E. Concierge.
That is correct.
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus. H-I-B-I-S C-U-S. Hibiscus.
That is correct, and the end of round 22.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Rattles of Latin American origin that are often made from a hollow gourd containing pebbles or dried seeds and that are used as a percussion instrument, usually in pairs. Maracas.
Maracas. M-A-R-A-C-A-S. Maracas.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Conditioning exercises in which a person repeats a sequence of squats, push-ups, and vertical jumps. Burpees.
Burpees. B-U-R-P-E-E-S. Burpees.
That is correct, and the end of round 23.
Piccolo.
Piccolo. P-I-C-C-O-L-O. Piccolo.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym and could be confused with another word. A sheer and often stiffened machine-made net made with a usually hexagonal mesh and of silk, rayon, or nylon, and used chiefly for veils, evening dresses, or ballet costumes. Tulle.
Tool. Can I have in a sentence, please?
Lolly's four-length wedding veil made of white tulle and Belgian lace is a gift from her grandmother. Tulle.
Tool. T-U-L-L-E. Tool.
That is correct, and the end of round 24.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A tough, gum-like substance obtained especially from the wood and bark of the camphor tree and used as a stimulant in medicine and as an insect repellent. Camphor.
Camphor. C-A-M-P-H-O-R. Camphor.
That is correct.
Paparazzi.
Paparazzi. P-A-P-A-R-A-Z-Z-I. Paparazzi.
That is correct, and the end of round 25.
Pogrom.
Pogrom. P-O-G-R-O-M. Pogrom.
That is correct.
Patisserie.
Patisserie. Patisserie. Patisserie.
That is correct, and the end of round 26.
Sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Tubes, especially of pasta filled with a savory stuffing, as of meat. Cannelloni.
Cannelloni. Cannelloni. Cannelloni.
That is correct, and the end of round 27.
Bronchitis.
Bronchitis. Bronchitis. Bronchitis.
That is correct.
Diphtheria.
Diphtheria. Diphtheria. Diphtheria.
That is correct, and the end of round 28.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Architectural elements which project from within a wall and support a superincumbent weight, especially ones that are stepped upward and outward from a vertical surface. Corbels.
Corbels. Corbels. Corbels.
That is correct.
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro.
That is correct, and the end of round 29.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. One who is protected or trained or whose career is furthered by a person of experience, prominence, or influence. Pupil. Protege.
Protege. Protege. Protege.
That is correct.
Maquisards.
Maquisards. Maquisards. Maquisards.
That is correct, and the end of round 30.
Charlet.
Charlet. Charolais. Charlet.
That is correct.
Just a second, go get the judges on the right. Everybody on number 226. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Chair, a usually movable seat that is designed to accommodate one person and typically has 4 legs and a back and often has arms. Chair.
Chair. Chair. Chair.
That is correct, in the end of round 31.
Brass.
Brass. Brass. Brass.
That is correct.
Ready.
Ready. Ready. ready.
That is correct in the end of round 32.
Hang dog.
Hang dog. HANGDOG. Hang dog.
That is correct.
Padlock.
Padlock. PADLOCK. Padlock.
That is correct in the end of round 33.
Scatter.
Scatter. SCATTER. Scatter.
That is correct.
Gobble.
Could you repeat that?
Gobble.
Gobble. GOBBLE. Gobble.
That is correct in the end of round 34.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Any of numerous snake-like fishes that have a smooth, slimy skin, often without scales. Eel.
Eel. EEL. Eel.
That is correct.
Sizzle.
Could you repeat that?
Sizzle.
Sizzle. SIZZLE. Sizzle.
That is correct in the end of round 35.
Spanish.
Spanish. SPANISH. Spanish.
That is correct.
Hornet.
Hornet. HORNET. Hornet.
That is correct in the end of round 36.
Oval.
Oval. OVAL. Oval.
That is correct.
Plastic.
Could you repeat that?
Plastic.
Plastic. PLASTIC. Plastic.
That is correct in the end of round 37.
Mason.
Mason. MASON. Mason.
Sorry, that's correct.
Slander.
Could I have the definition?
Utterance of false charges or misrepresentations when defame and damage reputation. Slander.
Slander. SLANDER. Slander.
That is correct in the end of round 38.
Evergreen.
Evergreen. EVERGREEN. Evergreen.
That is correct.
Decompose.
Decompose. DECOMPOSE. Decompose.
That is correct in the end of round 39.
Reasons.
Reasons. Reasons. REASONS. Reasons.
That is correct.
Dismantle.
Dismantle. DISMANTLE. Dismantle.
That is correct in the end of round 40.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A quick, brief, hurried, or cursory look. Glance.
Glance. Glance. GLANCE. Glance.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A usually formal affirmation made solemn by being coupled with the invocation of something viewed as sacred. Oath.
Oath. O-A-T-H. Oath.
That is correct, and the end of round 41.
Sneakers.
Sneakers. S-N-E-A-K-E-R-S. Sneakers.
That is correct.
Duets.
Duets. D-U-E-T-S. Duets.
That is correct, and the end of round 42.
Cursive.
Cursive. C-U-R-S-I-V-E. Cursive.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Pale and light in color, lacking in brilliance or intensity. Pastel.
Pastel. P-A-S-T-E-L. Pastel.
That is correct, and the end of round 43.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Publicity, especially promotional publicity of an extravagant or contrived kind. Hype.
Hype. Hype. H-Y-P-E. Hype.
That is correct.
Nestled.
Could you repeat that?
Nestled.
Could you use in a sentence?
Joey found the cat nestled happily in the laundry basket. Nestled.
Nestled. N-E-S-T-L-E-D. Nestled.
That is correct, and the end of round 44.
Mustiness.
Mustiness. M-U-S-T-I-N-E-S-S. Mustiness.
That is correct.
Shrouded.
Shrouded. S-H-R-O-U-D-E-D. Shrouded.
That is correct, and the end of round 45.
Moderate.
Moderate. M-O-D-E-R-A-T-E. Moderate.
That is correct.
Mouthpiece.
Mouthpiece. M-O-U-T-H-P-I-E-C-E. Mouthpiece.
That is correct, in the end of round 46.
Lantern.
Lantern. L-A-N-T-E-R-N. Lantern.
That is correct.
Author.
Author. A-U-T-H-O-R. Author.
That is correct, in the end of round 47.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Full of guile, crafty, wily.
Wiley.
Yes.
Wiley. W-I-L-Y. Wiley.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A length of light sheer fabric or netting worn over the head or face or attached for protection or ornament to a hat or headdress. Veil.
Veil. V-A-I-L. Veil.
That is correct in the end of round 48.
Redress.
Redress. R-E-D-R-E-S-S. Redress.
That is correct.
Cruiser.
Cruiser. C-R-U-I-S-E-R. Cruiser.
That is correct in the end of round 49.
Vitally.
Vitally. V-I-T-A-L-L-Y. Vitally.
That is correct.
Burrowed.
Could you repeat that?
Burrowed.
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 Burrowed. B-U-R-R-O-W-E-D. Burrowed.
That is correct in the end of round 50.
Take a break. Just a second. We have never gone this far. We really need to give them all a big hand. Miss Bass, you may sit down too if you need to. They've been standing the whole time. Okay. Okay. Pentagon.
Pentagon. P-E-N-T-A-G-O-N. Pentagon.
That is correct.
Diagram.
Diagram. D-I-A-G-R-A-M. Diagram.
That is correct in the end of round 51.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Practice play between a team's various squads, as in football. Scrimmage.
Scrimmage. S-C-R-I-M-M-A-G-E. Scrimmage.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. Lacking in cultivation, perception, or taste. Vulgar.
Vulgar. V-U-L-G-A-R. Vulgar.
That is correct in the end of round 52.
Fourth grade had to leave, so we're going to take a break. Do you guys need to use?
And they picked, and for some of the words, where there are multiple definitions, they say, the dark-haired kids that you were last, their numbers don't match. They needed a drink, yes.
We're going to start back at 10:30. And please stay around for awards at the end.
Parents can't stay, that's the other thing. Large parents take time off work, missing hours of pay. Ten. She said 10:40. Yeah, maybe 10:30. 10:30. Yeah, yeah, they are both serious. Yeah. Yeah. I don't see any here that would stump you. Look at that. Yeah, but they probably know the case is going on. Those are the debt cases. Forget where you are. If I'm 90 minutes. Oh, the parents are going to leave. Yeah. And is that switched because it's the beginning of the age group, or is that just dissolved?
What do we do when we hit 376?
Yeah. Are you sure?
They get really
They
hard.
get really hard. Because I couldn't even, I was reading this last night. That's what I was reading.
Yeah, they got through what we thought was a squeeze. Yeah. Just had to wait a long time to determine that. Are we going to get them back together in 2 minutes? Yeah. I could go get some more sharpens. They've got a good electric sharpener in there. You guys, really. I don't know what school this is.
directions are.
You mean where it switches or?
Oh, I don't have them with me. Yeah.
We looked at them.
Yeah. Don't even know either.
What?
When does school let out?
Next week?
Next week? Before the end of school November?
Oh, yeah. Starts so early.
No, it doesn't have to fit the farmers. Good for us.
I go to school at 9.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
When Minnesota gets out, it starts at after Labor Day, and they get out at like we used to in June.
In Illinois, you used to do that, and then it switched. So now they're starting
Start the
third weekend of August.
They start the first week. I don't understand. I've never because they start, you see that it doesn't back in the third week of August, they slowly move it up to July. And then they get all these days off. They say, well, kids could lose, so we're going to shorten summer vacation. But heck, you lose every time you take one of these one day off. I think it's really involved.
Let's see. The other jobs or whatever they were in, each week we had August, so they were able to now that was interrupted. We were on vacation in August. We don't know. Your parents
Is Miss Mundy still here? I'll go out there.
These are teachers from other schools. Probably parents. Okay, they're in there. It's teachers, you can't move. You don't move. What?
The other sponsors of this words, it said after we passed these words,
Yeah.
we could take the last 275 words instead of going to 33.
Oh, brilliant.
So we're thinking of backing up to number 301 and starting there for the next time and skipping some of the easier words.
Now explain it to me.
We're starting at 301 because the other sponsors agree.
Yeah.
Starting
301, we're skipping. So this is.
Let me,
Everybody wants to go.
wouldn't you know?
Now, these are less, a lot of these.
Should I?
Now, these get harder fast. Where did she go?
nicely for us. They're doing okay, they're being brought in by somebody who wasn't ready to be a head coach. I'll see it. That's crazy. Basketball. Everybody's got a player. We got a top 10 freshman class. Two guys that set out last year that just started. With basketball, it's just put any team together. Everybody plays over each other. It should be okay.
I think we have all the parents here. Going to be, okay. For the parents that weren't privy to the conversations.
Can't hear you.
Can you guys hear?
No,
Am I turned off?
not talking to the mic.
Turn your head. Now you turned it off. Put it back on.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, that's what I've been doing wrong the whole time. Nobody told me. I told them to do that. Okay, sorry guys. We all have agreed, the students, there are two spellers who are fabulous. Let's give them a hand. All the students have agreed, their teachers have agreed that we are going to move ahead because we need a winner, and we know they're doing great, and they are already winners. They automatically have a trophy. We're just going for first place. So we are starting on a different word, the word we're starting, and so boys, if you're ready, and whenever you need to, sit down and take a break. So if one spelling, you can sit, you can just get up and down if you want, okay? Okay, so, but same order, so you'll still go first, okay? And we are starting round number?
This will be round number 53.
Number 53. This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. It is a state of mind, spirits. The word is fettle.
Fettle. F-E-T-T-L-E. Fettle.
That is correct.
Curriculum.
Curriculum. C-U-R-R-I-C-U-L-U-M. Curriculum.
That is correct in the end of round 53.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A tie in tennis or in games requiring scoring of 2 consecutive points by one side to win the game or set. Deuce.
Deuce. D-E-U-C-E. Deuce.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. A place to sit or sleep, accommodation, birth.
Birth. B-E-R-T-H. Birth.
That is correct in the end of round 54.
Cyst.
Cyst. C-Y-S-T. Cyst.
That is correct.
Knavery.
Knavery. K-N A-V-E-R-Y. Knavery.
That is correct in the end of round 55.
Synonym.
Synonym. S-Y-N-O synonym.
That is correct.
Purloined.
Could you repeat that?
Purloined.
Could you use in a sentence?
Daphne was dismayed to learn that someone had purloined her father's gold watch while on vacation. Purloined.
Purloined. P U R L O I N E D. Purloined.
That is correct, and the end of round 56.
Delectation.
Delectation. D-E-L-E-C-T-A-T-I-O-N. Delectation.
That is correct.
Austerity.
Austerity. A U S T E R I T Y. Austerity.
That is correct, in the end of round 57.
Nascent.
Nascent. N-A-S-C-E-N-T. Nascent.
That is correct.
Extremophile.
Extremophile.
Excuse
E-
me, wait a minute, I said it wrong. Extremophile.
Extremophile. E X T R E M O P H I L E. Extremophile.
That is correct, and the end of round 58.
Monolithic.
Monolithic. M-O-N-O-L-I-T-H-I-C. Monolithic.
That is correct.
Coven.
Coven. C-O-V-E-N. Coven.
That is correct, in the end of round 59.
This word has a homonym or could be confused with another word. To pursue the minimum sufficient condition or outcome. Satisfice.
Satisfice. S-A-T-I-S-F-I-S-E. Satisfice.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
The correct spelling of satisfice, S-A-T-I-S-F-I-C-E. Nuptials.
Could you repeat that?
Nuptials.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Nicole and her fiancé spent several months planning for their upcoming nuptials.
Nuptials?
Mhm.
Nuptials. N-U-P-T-I-A-L-S. Nuptials.
That is correct, in the end of round 60.
You first. Congratulations, we have a first place winner. Do you want to say your name and what school you're from?
My name is Oakley McMahon, and I'm from 5th grade at Fairview Elementary.
And thank you. And do you want to, and our second place winner? Go ahead.
Carter McCrary, 4th grade, Lake City Elementary.
Yay. And do we still have a... Go ahead and say your name. And what school?
I'm Marlene Kohler, and I go to Norris.
And what school did you say?
Norris.
I didn't hear. Oh, Grandin. Oh, okay.
And all the other spellers, come on up and we're going to do awards. And get pictures of the whole group. Hello? Now everybody here's a winner. Give yourselves a big hand. Oh, there's... Okay. So when we call your name, come up. We have something for you. Mira Kinnanen. Ayla May. Logan Depker. Autumn Lowe. Colton Smith. Addison Coleman. Forrest Morgan. Lisa McNabb. Briar Turpin. Errol Whelms. Rowan Lenar. Oakley McMahon. JJ Risner. Oh, JT, I'm sorry. I can't read the fancy writing. It's got fancy writing on it. I couldn't read the T. Brooke Courier. Great job, Matt. Joshua Coleman. Eleanor Wurtenberger. Carter McCrary. Jessa Harness. Lycan Isabel. Lycan, I'm sorry. Cale Groves. Avery Price. Marlene Kohler.
Ash Graham. Weston Ferguson. Molly Groom. And now, okay, after we have you come, standing where? Where do you want them standing? In front of the group or? Oh, okay. Okay, so after you get these, we want you to stand up, okay, for a picture. Okay, who's third? Marlene Kohler, third place in our Anderson County Spelling Bee. Carter McCrary is second place. Oakley McMahon is our first place winner. Thank you all very much for coming and spending the morning with us. I bet next year is going to be even better. If you're in third grade, you coming back next year? Raise your hand. We got a couple third graders, fourth graders next year. Fifth graders, you're going to middle school. Your middle school teachers can call me and I can tell them how to get you guys signed up so you can do it at middle school if you want. If you're interested, talk to them, okay? If you get a teacher there, I'll help them. We're glad you came, and you are all welcome to leave if you need to leave. Bye.